Good evening, and thank you for joining us for this presentation of YNE TV Network. Sean May alongside Robert Pillsbury. We have a matchup here tonight between Fork Union in white, and Mount Herman in maroon. Should be a good one. Inside, Birchfield takes his time. 5 seconds in the post.
5 seconds right off the bat. Looks like they're really looking for their offense. Trying to settle in right now, going down low.
Yep. Number 23 finds himself wide open. Hector Harrell can't hit it. Rebound Rivard. And Aaron Cosby will settle. Back over to Rivard. Back over to Harold. Harold swings it over to Rivard for three. No good. Rebound comes back out to Cosby. Cosby gets a screen from Harold. Back to Harold. Harold thought about it. And we have a traveling violation on Majok. .32. Tom Rogers, no good. Rebound. That outlet pass was almost stolen away. Sharkey got a little bit careless with it. Still 0-0, about a minute and a half gone in the first half. Mount Herman versus Fork Union. Nice look inside. Rush the shot. And now Fork Union controls. A nice floater. Tom Rogers misses it short. Cosby pulls up short on the three. Rivard kicks it over to Harold, no good. Rivard all the way to the cup. A lot of contact. He's going to get fouled.
Yeah, it looks like both of these teams are coming out a little bit shaky.
Oh, yeah.
You want to test each other out.
Looking for that consistency. And trying to see what they can and can't do against the defense. Rivard goes long on the first.
Fork Union better box out. It looks like they're not getting the loose balls.
1 of 2 for Rivard. As Ramirez looks over Dickerson. Dickerson to the cup.
Nice take.
Beautiful finish there.
A weak side defense wasn't there, and he just went right to the hole.
Cosby kicks out to number 21, Sharkey, for three. Nice find. Ramirez inside. Birchfield. Birchfield skips it across. Terrell. Terrell looks out to Rogers. Rogers back out to Ramirez. Burchell has it taken away.
It's a good steal right there. I like that. I like how both teams are settling down. They're not forcing anything. They're running their offense. If they don't have it the first time, they set it back up.
Exactly. We have Cosby bringing it up. He's getting pressured. 16-footer, no good for Sharkey. Ramirez, little hesitation, pull up, short. And Rivard tried to save it, but he couldn't hang on. It's going to stay right here. It's either he couldn't hang on or he didn't have anyone open, because you don't want to throw it under your opposing basket there.
Yeah, definitely. That's the first thing coaches should tell you. Don't save it under your own basket.
It doesn't really matter. It's going to go right back over to Mount Herman anyways, as Sharkey's going to take the point guard position for now. Let's skip over. Harold looks inside to Majok.
It's like we're going to get a walk.
Looks like he got a little bit too excited there. Terrell and Saldana are going to trade places. Saldana will check in. Terrell will sit for Fork Union.
These two teams need to settle down and just run their offense and get into a flow right now.
Birchfield, nice little turnaround, no good. Oh, and a nice steal. It's going to stay right here, though. Hector Harold slapped it out of bounds, grabbed a hand on it, and couldn't quite save it. Ramirez out to Birchfield. Tom Rogers inside of Birchfield. That's a three. No good by Tom Rogers.
Oh.
And again, it's going to stay right here. Right now, Fork Union is being more aggressive. Scrapping, trying to get those extra possessions right now. Ramirez is going to sit.
That's what they got to do to win this game. Is get to loose balls. Make sure they bounce their way.
Birchfield. A nice take ball by Saldana. He's going to get 2 free throws.
Seems to me like they're running some kind of down screen to get the guy on the block an open shot. Every time they go for a shot, they up fake and they can go right to the hole and get to the line almost every time.
Seems like their coach puts a big emphasis on fundamentals, as when they were warming up, a lot of screen action, a lot of movement, a lot of things that replicate just regular motion offense and what they're trying to accomplish in their offense.
Yeah, definitely. Both of these teams look very disciplined.
Both free throws there by Saldana makes this a 4-4 game. About 5 minutes gone past in this first half. A nice drive inside by Rivard. Now it's Harold that tries, can't finish. And Rivard will put that in for 2.
That's a good drive to the hole, finding the open man.
Fork Union tries to settle here. Birchfield will have it inside. Nice little spin. Oh, great piece by Majek. Saldana's rejected. Birchfield gets his own rebound back. Misses it strong.
That's good interior defense down there.
3 from Rivard's no good. Rebound inside by Sharkey's good. Nice battle in there. Looks like he broke his nose. He's got the Rip Hamilton mask on.
Yeah, I can see why. He likes to get down there with the big guys. And
I'm sure he probably took an elbow in practice or something.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully he'll tell people a game, though. Here's Birchfield in the post. Nice kick. Nothing but backboard there, as Van Ness misses everything.
What a great save.
Excuse me, Rogers misses everything there. Rivard short.
Looks like both teams are a little short on their shots right now. Could be nerves.
A little bit of nerves, a little bit of maybe a tired trip, as Birchfield looks out. Van Ness.
That's a good looking shot right there.
Number 22, Chris Fitzgerald. Oh, excuse me. Correction, Alan Dickerson drains that one, Fork Union. Still a 1-point lead, 8-7. A nice handoff inside. Rivard's going to look to take it all the way. It's going to be a blocking foul.
Looks like he adjusted his body in midair to avoid that charge.
Very athletic. Both teams looking to make some subs here upon that free throw, which is in and out. Rivard will have one more crack at it. Alex Schmidt, as well as Rico Saldana, Eddie Johnson, and number 12, Michael Fortune, make up Fork Union's squad. Out to Eddie Johnson. Back out to Fortune. Fortune was looking for Schmidt.
You can tell both of these teams are going to score most of their points in a half-court setting. Looks like they're not getting any up and down tempo at all.
No trapping so far. Nothing that seems that they want to push the ball or get any type of tempo change. Schmidt.
Oh, it's a deep right there.
Tom Rogers misses that one. Schmidt's in underneath, but he has it stripped away by number 14, Album. Skip across court. Now it's Sharkey. Works the ball around. Albom. That's a three for number 23, Hector Harold, excuse me. Nice pass inside.
Oh, good block.
And number 34 for Fork Union, Rico Saldana, 6'7" power forward out of Ridgewood, New York, is going to get himself 2 free throws.
That's a good, strong move to the basket right there. He was either going to dunk on somebody or he's going to get to the free throw line like he did. So
missed the first. I thought he almost jumped from a little bit too far out, leaving the ball a little bit too far exposed.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, you like to see players take that ball up strong. 1 of 2 for Saldana. Hector Harold looks back out to Sharkey. Sharkey takes a screen. Body's flying. Nice floater in the lane from Harold. He's going to get his own rebound, misses. And it's going to be Fork Union ball. Substitution.
Mount Herman seems to be getting a lot of offensive rebounds, but they just can't capitalize on them.
It's keeping this a low-scoring affair,
yes.
I tell you. Fork Union looks to settle in here. Schmidt posting up hard there. Just missed him. Boy, is their offense fluid.
Yes.
A 3 just barely misses from Eddie Johnson. As Fork Union was really working the ball around. It's very tough to stay with the team when they're constantly moving like that.
Yeah, Fork Union likes to set down screens for the shooters to come out right behind that three-point arc. And
it's like they never stop either.
Exactly.
Very difficult to guard. Sharkey is actually called for the offensive foul. It's going to be a turnover. Rico Saldana to check in. Ramirez running point. Schmidt. Oh, nice screen.
Yeah.
Constantly moving. There's the look inside for Schmidt.
That's what I like to see, a team that does not settle until they get a good open shot. They seem to have good fluid movement.
They're
Everything.
very patient.
Yeah, nobody stands around. There's no one-on-one.
It is a good brand of basketball to watch. Deep three. It's off the mark by number 25, Eddie Johnson. Deep three is good. Chris Fitzgerald.
He's got a pretty stroke for a big guy.
Yes, he does. He's got the hair to go along with it. Looks like that's a little fashion. Saldana looks inside to Schmidt. To Ramirez for three. Short. Big time rebound by number 32, Vince Van Ness.
I tell you, Fork Union likes to shoot those threes.
That's off the mark from Cosby. Battle for the rebound. Schmidt comes up with it. And Ramirez looks to settle. All the way into the cup is Kusnyer. And he is fouled.
I like how
Excuse me, Eddie Johnson was fouled.
Fork Union shot a couple threes, didn't fall for him, so they just went inside. See if they can convert on a layup.
Some substitutions coming into the game. Number 42, Birchfield's back in the game, as well as number 40, Sean Schaefer, gets his first breath of game action. Nice take inside. Nothing doing for number 11, Cosby. Ramirez looking to take it the other way. Nice take inside, but that's rejected.
I tell you what, both teams are really getting after it on the defensive end. No easy buckets in this game.
Three balls short by number 22, Chris Fitzgerald. Offensive foul. Defensive foul, excuse me. Looks like it will be an and one.
Yeah, that was a nice strong move to the ball.
Long on it. Nice rebound inside.
Oh.
Rejected by Mojak. Ramirez looks inside to Birchfield. Birchfield finds a wide open shooter. Number 14, Dan Kusnyer for three.
If you keep shooting enough threes, one of them's bound to fall in. So
Exactly, they're good looks. If your team, if that's that person's shot, then they're gonna fall eventually. Answers right back, Cosby. Three of his own. This game's knotted at 15. They're looking for Birchfield inside. They continue to work the ball. They get it to him. Nice little turnaround in the lane. Gets his own rebound.
Oh.
Too strong on the putback. Cosby looks for Mojak. Mojak inside. A lot of contact. No call. Ramirez behind the back. Finds Eddie Johnson, who nearly finger rolls that one in.
It's a good behind the back pass to find his teammate for a better shot than he had. It's a good find. Now he goes to the line shooting two.
It's very deceptive with that behind the back pass. Eddie Johnson, first of two. As number 23, Harold Hector, checks into the game for Mount Harmon. Eddie Johnson makes both free throws. Cosby controlling that tempo. Inside to Mojok. Nice drop off to Cosby. In the lane. Album picks up a foul. That's an offensive foul. Player control.
Looked like Mount Herman was rushing a little bit on that offensive end.
Absolutely. One more foul for Mount Herman, and that's going to put Fork Union in the bonus. And that would be very costly because there's a lot of time left in this first half. Constant cutting and moving here. Nice look inside. That pass is broken up by number 11, Cosby. Hector Harold gets his shot rejected by Eddie Johnson. Album looks inside to Majok, finishes for two. Nice catch, nice finish. Nothing too fancy.
It's a good play right there to get the big guy open shot.
A battle inside. Birchfield couldn't hit it. Either could Kressler. Cosby looks over to Hector Harold. Hector Harold takes the contact. Two shots coming up for him.
Seems like almost every time somebody drives to the hole, they either get a layup or they're definitely going to the free throw line. So.
First to two is good. Rico Saldana checks back into the game. He replaced Sean Schaefer. 2 of 2 good for Hector Harold. Ramirez pushes the tempo. Back out to Birchfield. Birchfield out to Kressler. Now Dickerson. Saldana out. He was looking for Birchfield, but he threw it away.
I think Fork Union, with all that that moving around on offense, is kind of getting the players out of whack on the offensive end. They're not really getting into a continuity down there and finding each other.
It's tough for them to find their consistency when there's too many turnovers. And Fork Union's taking a 30-second timeout. So Fletcher Arrett can talk it over with his team.
You see what half-court offenses does to teams. I mean, previous games we've had probably scores in the 40s right about now. And teams that are in half-court sets, this is what you get, 17-19.
One of those real grinded-out games. Each possession counts in a game like this.
Most definitely.
So it's easy to blame the end of the game, but what about these plays that are happening right now? Nice take by Cosby. And it appears that Van Ness picked up the foul.
Once again, driving to the basket. He's going to the free throw line.
Being aggressive. One of two for Cosby. That ball's going to stay right here as Kressler Cosby inside to Hector Harold, traveling. You see that a lot. Players get a little anxious, shuffle their feet before they put the ball on the ground. Especially in the post. It's harder when your back's to the basket. You don't have that feel You're not looking at your feet. You're trying to feel out your man.
Especially when you're a perimeter player like he is.
Absolutely. Birchfield gets it blocked. Madjock. Oh. Just could not hang on to that one. He knew what to do with it when he got it. Just couldn't get it to the basket.
I think the big guy got too excited there.
I think he did. Oh, Schmidt. Oh, good defensive play. Nice defensive play there by Hector Harold. Forced Michael Fortune into a bad turnover. Hector Harold looks over to Cosby. Madjock gets it stolen away by Saldana.
That's good interior defense right there.
Michael Fortune. We do have a discrepancy of calls. The closest ref had an offensive foul, and one had a defensive foul. We'll wait to see what happens here. Appears to be an offensive on number 12. Cosby to get things set up here. Open look for Rivard. Nice shot.
That's good right there. He came right off a double screen.
Rivard, 6'7", 190, senior shooting guard from St. Bruno, Canada. He's on his way to Harvard. Way to get a great education there and play basketball in the process. Nice move inside. Tom Rogers left it short. Cosby looks for a three. This one's going to be off the top. I believe it grazed the shot clock. It's going to be Fork Union ball.
See, that's a bad shot right there. He came down and didn't look for any offense. He just came down and just jacked up a three. Coach definitely doesn't like that.
Absolutely not. Michael Fortune looking to take Sharkey. Schmidt has it. Back out. Threes in and out. Dickerson had a good look at it. Couldn't get it to stick. You got to live with that as a coach. Sharkey was just looking to take his man, but they're going to turn it over before they ever get a shot. Joe Sharkey, 6'2" guard forward, junior out of Northwood, Mass, and he is committed to Brown. Schmidt has it in the post. Gets a re-entry. Nice move inside. In and out. Beautiful use of the left, just couldn't finish.
It's good footwork for a big guy.
Very good footwork. As Hector Harrell gets a stream from Madjock. Schmidt gets a steal. Up ahead, the lob pass is broken up. I believe he was looking for Kressler. Rivard, no good on the three. Fortune pulls up. 15-footer's good.
That's a good pull-up right there. He's got the defense backpedaling. He pulls right up. That's a great shot.
Keep their defense on the heels. Sharkey works. We're going to have a foul. 2:40 left to go in the first half. Score is 22-19. Mount Herman holding the slight edge. Scorer's table is calling for a one-on-one. I believe we will get one. Number 33, Evan Cummings, to the line to shoot 1-on-1. First one misses. Michael Fortune looks to set it up. Back over, Kressler. Kressler finds Dickerson. Dickerson finds Fortune. Dickerson finds Schmidt inside. Fortune takes a three, short. Schmidt nearly has it. Rivard has it now. Looks to Sharkey. Sharkey back out. Nice skip past to Cosby. Cosby's wide open for three. Good.
It's a good shot right there. Good shot in transition. Defense is off balance.
As number 22, Alan Dickerson, misses a wide open layup. Down the other end, we have Evan Cummings with a nice soft touch off the glass. Stolen back away by Rivard. Swings it over to Cosby for three. Yes!
Now the tempo of this game is starting to pick up, getting a lot of buckets in transition.
That's an incredibly tough swing for Fork Union. 6 points in a row there when they were playing well in this game. Schmidt taking his time. That's a three ball from number 32, Tom Rogers. Skip to Sharkey. Rivard takes a three. Bang! 3 threes in a row.
Wow.
9 points in about 50 seconds.
That'll really open up the margin.
Talk about filling up the scoreboard in a hurry.
Those threes weren't falling at the beginning of the game, but now they are.
Three from Kressler. Oh, nice steal inside. Fortune tries to take it away. Nice hustle.
Oh,
beautiful
great
hustle.
hustle.
Sharkey nearly has it poked. He does have it poked away. Nearly turned it over, though.
Great hustle here in the last 2 minutes of the game. It really's picked up now.
Definitely the tempo of the game has changed dramatically in just these last few minutes. Cosby almost had that one taken away. Nice recovery. Rivard inside number 33. Majok. Nice teamwork there from Mount Herman.
That's good
To
interior
extend their
passing.
lead to 13. Nice look inside, too short. Cosby's going to look to push. Cannot finish. Rebound comes off to Rogers. Now it's Ramirez. Stop, pop, good, no good. Had me fooled. Ramirez has a rebound. And that's going to be the end of the first half. And Mount Herman holds a 35-22 edge after a flurry of threes. We'll be right back. YNE TV Network.
Dudley snoring.
Thank you and welcome back. Second half action underway. Have some interesting stats to look at here. As a three drops for, what'd you do with the roster? We have some interesting stats here from the first half. Fork Union, despite being down 13, shot 70%. Three ball. Second three in a row for Tom Rogers. You can see that he's starting to get hot. So Fork Union shot 70% in the first half, but still managed to be down 13. And that's in part because they were out-rebounded by 8, and just some of their shots just weren't falling that they really needed.
Three's no good.
Excuse me, they shot 23%, 70% from the foul line. That's the only thing that kept them really in it. Out top. A 3 for Ramirez is no good.
Fork Union's really come out this second half looking for the shot.
Sharkey almost pulls up. Hector Harrell does for 3. Hector Harrell, he's a 6'7", 205-pound guard. He's a senior from Los Angeles, California, who's committed to Pepperdine. Nice move inside by Tom Rogers. Everything except the finish as Rivard rebounds. Sharkey looks to push. Cosby takes a 3, short, rebound Rivard. Nice pass inside. Majok is blocked by Birchfield. Ramirez pushes. Tom Rogers, boy did he get hot to come out the gate. This is Van Ness here.
It's a great move by
Rivard
Birchfield.
takes a screen. Hector Harrell comes off, fires, no good. Rebound Burchell. Nice take inside. Rogers continues his hot streak. Oh, and bodies get tangled down there. Nobody was happy with that one. Ooh, a little bit of bump and shove down there.
Rogers coming out firing this half after going 0 for 7 in the first half. He's really looking for a shot still.
Harold is hacked on the way to the hoop. A very nice leave there by Cosby.
That whole play was caused by penetration. You get inside, people have to collapse on you, leaving offensive people wide open. It's a good look by the point guard.
Absolutely. First of 2 is no good. Good. It's a 9-point lead for Mount Herman. Northfield, Mount Herman. Nice look inside for Birchfield. Kick outside. 3 is in and out by Van Ness. And a nice putback. Oh, turnover by number 11, Cosby.
It's exactly what Fork Union's looking for. Get good offensive looks and to cause turnovers on the defensive end. That's exactly what they've got right now.
Anything to claw their way back in, and they sure did. Only down 7 now. It's once a 13-point lead. According to poor mathematics, that's about half the lead they had. You can't divide 13 by 2.
Last time I checked, you couldn't.
A little math lesson here on YNE TV Network. If you do the math, they're only down 7 now, though. Fork Union clawing back. Nice skip pass out top. Schmidt over to Ramirez. Ramirez throws a wild pass and it's deflected out of bounds. It's going to stay right here. Beautiful screen by Schmidt.
Oh,
Fork Union turns it over. Eddie Johnson didn't know where the ball was. He almost came back up with it, but Sharkey has it back. He forced a pass down low.
getting a little bit sloppy right now.
And I believe we have a timeout by Tom Rogers. I didn't think anyone had possession of that, but the timeout was granted. You know, Coach Arad over on Fork Union side's got to be pleased with that. It's a good heads-up play.
It's definitely. Looks like both of these teams looking to come out second half firing threes.
Absolutely, especially Rogers. Anyone's game.
I think Fort Union's philosophy is live by the three, die by the three, because they've taken a lot of threes.
Live by it, die by it.
The first half, they were 3 for 13 for threes, so.
That's not a good percentage. Ramirez looks inside to Schmidt. Schmidt heaves it out to Eddie Johnson, no good. Sharkey looks up ahead to Rivard. Rivard to Hector Harold. Splash! Three-pointer. He gives a few high fives to his teammates on the way by.
And
it's all good here.
And as on the opposite end for Mount Herman, they shot 7 for 16 three-pointers, and they're actually continuing the hot streak here in the second half as well. So
definitely a much better percentage. As this ball is going to be taken away by Rivard. Nice little tip pass inside to Harold.
Good hustle
as he's
right
fouled.
there.
Hector Harold trying to get his team fired up here.
Great hustle by number 1, Rivard. He really saved that ball and pass to his teammate.
An unlucky roll as that one comes out. Birchfield to replace Schmidt. And number 22, Alan Dickerson, is being replaced by Dan Kuznire. 1 of 2. A little bit of trouble getting the ball in here. Michael Fortune has it. He's going to be running the point. Nice deflection there. Eddie Johnson finds Tom Rogers for 3. That's his third 3 of the half. Yeah. He's really starting to catch fire. Somebody's got to get a hand up on him. Sharkey, nice pass inside. Looks like he wanted to dunk that one. Evan Cummings lost the handle on it. Eddie Johnson looks at Tom Rogers. Nice battle inside by Birchfield. And Hector Harrell gives his team an extra possession.
It's good hustle right there.
Timeout. Fork Union. It's going to be a full timeout.
Well, Fork Union is down by 10 now. And, I mean, seems like they've been getting success when they've driven to the basket and got to the free throw line. I mean, they're settling for threes. And, I mean, that could be the case right there.
Absolutely. And somebody's got to get a handout on Rogers. It's still a 10-point game in favor of Mount Herman, but at the same time, it seems like if he stays on fire like that and they get a couple of stops, this game could definitely turn around in a hurry. They got other athletes down there too.
Yeah, Mount Herman's definitely going to want to get a hand up on Tom Rogers. He's definitely come out this second half on fire.
Back from the timeout now. Let's see if Fork Union can dig in and get one stop, maybe 2 in a row. Really start to cut into this 10-point lead. Sharkey on the wing to his left. Pull up, short. Nice hustle. Three-pointer.
Wow.
Good. Rivard.
Rivard's quite a good player.
Solid. Got his own rebound. Got a nice rebound there. Offensive rebound to keep that possession alive for the team. Always. There's a nice poke away. Hector Harrell's going to finish. That credit belongs to Josh Elbum, though, who poked that ball away right into Hector Harrell's hands, as North Herman's going to turn up their defensive intensity.
Yeah. Rivard knocking that ball out of bounds.
Here's Michael Fortune. Eddie Johnson. Back up to the top. Michael Fortune. Eddie Johnson into the post. Oh, stolen away. Kuznire.
Oh.
Gonna go all the way, and he's fouled.
Intentional
I believe
foul.
that was an intentional variety. You are correct. And I believe that's going to be 2 shots in the ball at this level. I know it's different for college and the NBA.
Yeah, they should get 2 shots in the ball back.
There's the first.
You know what I like about both teams, though, is they seem to get back. All 5 players seem to get back in transition defense. It's not really a lot of fast break points in this game.
That's true.
No easy buckets.
A lot of jump shots, but it just seems like North Herman's hitting those jump shots, and they're getting more space to hit those jump shots, with the exception of Tom Rogers, who's got a couple of really clean looks at the beginning of this half. Despite that, they're still down by 16 points. It almost doesn't even make sense how hot Rogers got in the beginning as Sharkey misses short. Nice rebound inside. Birchfield. Birchfield and Hector Harrell collided. Harold's looking at his hand cautiously. Seems to be all right.
I love how both teams really get after it on the defensive and offensive rebounds.
That was a great battle there between Harold and Birchfield. Nice little move. Nowhere to go with it, though. Birchfield just puts it off all glass. Not a little bit too fancy for Elbum there. He turns it over. Eddie Johnson rejected by number 33, Evan Cummings. Eddie Johnson puts up a 3, no good. 51-35, 12:06 left in the second half. Northfield Mount Herman holding somewhat of a demanding lead right now, as they seem to be getting mostly what they want. They're working for it, but they're hitting most of their shots. And it's just one of those things. That's a wide open look there. That's no good for number 24.
Yeah,
Kressler.
They're getting a lot of good open shots, but none of them seem to be falling down.
That's no good for number 12, Clancy Rugg. And
it's like Sharkey's called over the back.
Just got caught. You can't make any body contact. If you can get your arms up over the top, usually they won't call that. The second your chest comes into their back, it's a foul. Nice look inside for Birchfield. Fort Union still being very patient. Nice swing. That's no good for Kuznire. Nice skip pass to Sharkey. Sharkey's going to take it to the rack. It's good.
A good finish. If you're the defense, you got to close out on him and stay
Absolutely.
with it.
Wow. Birchfield just tosses number 14 down to the ground. Album, no call. Looked like it was right in front of the ref. Nice move to the middle for Rogers. Finds his teammate. Back out to Rogers.
I think they should work through Birchfield here.
Short on that for Birchfield. Sharkey's going to control it. Nice pass inside. And rejected, but there's going to be a foul. Number 33, Evan Cummings, is going to find himself at the line for 2.
No, I think Fork Union at the offensive end, I think they got to work through Birchfield. I think Rogers got a lot of open looks because they dumped it down to him, and then Rogers' man had to double down on Birchfield, and that's how he got those open looks. I think they should look for that.
Absolutely. That's a key. That's one of the best times to take a 3 is an inside-out look. The other best time is an offensive rebound.
Definitely.
Because the defense is at such a disadvantage, they have to close out. You don't even have to take that 3. It just puts their defense at such a disadvantage. You can drive. You can do all that. It just opens up the floor that much more. So if you're out there just straight up shooting 3s, then you become predictable. There's a nice look. Saldana reverses the ball. Back over to Fortune, thought about the 3, thought better. Saldana's going to take it to the rack, no good. Rebound Schmidt, who just checked back in. Schmidt's going to get fouled, make an immediate impact on this game.
That's definitely a way to make an immediate impact on this game is be aggressive on the offensive boards.
Alexander Schmidt, he's a 6'9", 220-pound center forward who is from Dublin, Ireland, interestingly enough. Got some international flavor here. Second's good. Mount Herman definitely going to be looking to push that lead. Fork Union desperately needs a stop here pretty soon.
Yeah, this game's getting out of control, out of reach for Fork Union. They definitely need to get a couple stops here.
2, no good by number 33, Evan Cummings. Schmidt. 3. Kressler, no good. Cosby can't find a wide open rug. Just over his outstretched fingertips. Schmidt being aggressive on the block. Nice kick. Saldana pump fakes. Took a couple of steps.
You know, Fork Union's big guys, they really look for the outside shooters, and when they get the ball in the post, that's why they should look through Birchfield and their big guys, because they really know how to pass the ball out.
Absolutely. They'll find you if you're open. And that's a good thing. That's just a good habit to get into for big men. Post, repost. Don't feel like you have to shoot it, have to force it. There's always going to be other possessions. And if you're a decent post player, then you're going to get more looks. Evans takes a 3. That's a brick. Schmidt rebound. Rebound out to Fortune. Number 24, Kressler. Passes it to the wrong team. And Album takes it all the way to the rack and 1. Nice strong finish by Album.
Yeah, that was a great spin move to elude the defender.
And you gotta hate to see that as a coach. If they say if you want to foul them, you gotta foul them hard. Don't make it dirty. You don't want to get an intentional like we saw earlier, but you want to hit him in the arm just hard enough so he's not going to have a chance to even get the ball above his head. Schmidt looking to post hard. Fortune thought about it. There's the repost. Finds the shooter. Schaefer can't hit it. That's still a great look. That's a wide open three. And that all came off that post presence that Schmidt's carrying down there on the block. Majok says, I'm going to take it my own. Cosby looks back for him on the repost. Nice move inside. Good patience, pretty good footwork. Good, strong upper body. Fortune. Dickerson, spin move. Nice pass inside. Schmidt can't quite hang on to it. Fortune's going to take a 17-footer, no good. Leak out for Rivard. And one. Alan Dickerson tagged him on the way by. That's not a smart foul.
Yeah, Fork Union's getting sloppy right now. They're on both ends of the floor. It looks like on the offense they're just jacking up threes and not caring about their offense like they were in the first half. And on the defensive end, it looks like they're just giving up.
Makes it a 3-point play. With just under 8 minutes left to go, Northfield Mount Herman's holding a commanding 62-37 lead. Oh, as Eddie Johnson thought that someone underneath was going to be ready for a pass. And unselfishly, a lot of players would have just taken that. He was looking for his teammate. You got to give him a little bit of credit there, but take that shot.
Coaches do not.
You got
like
two
that.
rebounders underneath.
They don't like it when you leave your feet. If you're going to leave your feet, you better shoot the ball.
That's true. Most big men aren't looking for that pass at that point.
Yeah, they see you go right up to shoot it. They're already boxing out, looking to get the rebound.
Mm-hmm. I don't even think anyone on the other team defending him saw that either. Rivard comes off popping. I believe they only give him a 2 for that, though. Foot must have been on the line. As Birchfield goes in. Oh, nice steal by Ebaum. Nearly has it taken away. Majok tries to control it. That's going to be taken away. Kressler can't finish. Number 40, Sean Schaefer does. Inside to Majok. Nice pump fake. Cosby, short. Rebound Birchfield. Fortune has it. Nice crossover move there. Fortune goes inside. Birchfield. No open looks for Mount Union right now. Or Fork Union, excuse me. Fortune's going to take one. That's a brick. Well defended.
Wow.
Not a good shot at all. And Mount Herman's going to look to run some clock. No rush to get into their offense. Cosby almost has it poked away. Nice hustle.
Good hustle right
by
there.
Fortune. Might cost them a bucket. It won't this time. Rebound. Inside by number 12, Clancy Rugg. Outside to Fortune, 16-footer short. Ebaum, nice look over the side. Somehow Cosby keeps that ball in play. Clancy almost has his second shot in a row. Good putback. Josh Ebaum.
Yeah,
with just under 5 minutes left to go, Northfield Mount Herman holds a 30-point lead, 69-39. This game is in the bag, I would say. Solid performance. They're just sharing the ball. They're getting whatever they want. Extra shots, hustling. Especially at the rim. It just seems like when they get to the rim, they'll miss the first couple initial ones and stick right with it.
Yeah, you know, for Fork Union, I mean, like I said earlier, you live by the three, die by the three, and just tonight they just weren't hitting their threes. And
it leads you to believe that when they're on, I'm sure they're probably a pretty good team, you know, but for whatever reason, they just can't find that range tonight, and
most
it's
definitely.
just glaringly obvious. Oh, Schmidt, nice skip. Almost a rare opportunity for a 4-point play. Are they going to give him 3 on that? Have to wait to see. As we know for sure that Schaefer was hacked on the arm, and he will get 3 free throws. I don't even remember the last time I saw a 4-point play on TV. So that would have been something to see there.
You know, if I was a guard in Fort Union, I would love to play with Schaefer, not Birchfield and Schmidt, because they love to kick it out to their guards to shoot threes. If I'd be buying them lunch, dinner, anything.
Anything they wanted, huh?
Oh yeah.
Well, these are some growing kids here. I don't know if you could afford to buy them dinner.
For as much as they shoot threes.
Hey, exactly. I think you'd live with it. Oh, Sharkey makes a nice pass inside, but that's broken up. For once, everyone was expecting the no look. Rejected.
Fort Union does run a nice offense, but they're not really selective with their shots. They just shoot threes.
Majok cleans up the mess inside. Easy 2 for him. It seems like they were more crisp with their offense in the first half. Most of their shots were coming from the post. And at this point, if you're really struggling to score the ball like that, I think it's better off that at least maybe Birchfield or Schmidt maybe get a few post moves where they can actually finish instead of kicking it.
Exactly.
Because they are not hitting anything right now. And you have to mix that in. Even if you are hitting the threes, you need to mix it in so they don't know what to expect.
Most definitely.
We have a travel. Number 25, Tommy Carpenter. About 2.5 to go. Northfield Mount Herman dominating. 31-point lead. A 3 for Rogers. Sticks it. That's his 4th 3 as he loses a shoe. Good looks on his teammate over there. Saldana throwing it to him. That's good work on the bench.
One of those threes had to fall. One of them had to.
He's got great lift on his shot,
Yeah.
and it doesn't have the highest arc. Sharkey makes a nice move inside. He's going to get to the line. Doesn't have the most arc on it, but he's got good legs under it, and as long as it's on line there, it looks like it's going in pretty much every time. Sharkey's short on the first.
I like Sharkey's game. He's a good little heady point guard. You know, he knows where to get the ball at the right times.
Definitely, he's going to be in an Ivy League school, making his way over to Brown. Brown's an excellent school, and they'll be getting a good player. Rogers again just barely misses another 3. Why not, though, at this point, with under 1 minute to play in this one? I think had Fork Union had a little bit different of a plan to maybe get some easier baskets, it would have probably went a lot differently for them. They continued to try to shoot the 3 because they got good looks. But having said that, it still just didn't fall. That's a bad pass.
I mean,
Rogers.
there could be a number of things for Fork Union. I mean, they shot too many threes. A lot of them didn't go in. I'm sure on any other given night, they usually hit their threes. But it just wasn't happening tonight.
That's Tom Rogers just filling it up. I believe that's his 11th point of this maybe even 14th.
Well, I guess he's trying to make up for the first half.
Exactly. That's all, folks. Final score in this one, 72-45 in favor of Mount Herman. If we had to choose a player that really stuck out, North Herman, I kind of like the way that Cosby ran the team. They had solid performances up and down the court from Mount Herman. It was really a balanced attack. It was evident by looking at the score sheet at halftime.
I mean, you could pick a number of players out there. Again, I like Rivard. I like Sharkey. I mean, any one of those. I mean, they all had a great game.
Rivard stepped up big too. He had a couple of clutch shots that really put them out of reach, especially in the beginning.
Yeah.